Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three news stories for you. First, it seems that talks are being held in Addis Ababa about Tigray. So, big decision about Tigray, about the future politics of Tigray is being made in Addis Ababa. Secondly, Gita Reda is in trouble. Nothing seems to be working for him. He's saying conflicting things. He held a press briefing as well. It seems that Getachew has not been able to get support from any quarter. Thirdly, an Endf colonel has been killed reportedly. It is being claimed by pro Roma Liberation Army sources. Let's have a look at this two story first, then two stories from Tigray about Getachew Reda and about talks being held in Addis Ababa about Tigray. It is being reported by pro-Ola sources that an ENDF colonel has been killed in an attack by Oromo Liberation Army. Oromo Liberation Army Kumsa Dereba group is behind the attack. I have not seen official statement by Ola so far, but pro-Ola sources are making this tentative claim that this colonel has been killed. His name is Colonel Gamacho Dirbaba. It has been claimed that he was killed in Nakamte, East Valaga. He was heading the Lowell Central Command, and for years, the colonel has been operating in parts of Valaga. He has vast experience of fighting the Oromo Liberation Army. No statement from the military so far. Military never admits its losses against Ola, against Fano. Ola fighters are carrying out assassinations now, just like Fano fighters are carrying out target attacks. Same is happening in Oromia too. Ola Fano adopting similar strategies. They're trying to kill top Wareda level security officials and prosperity party officials in target killings. Let's wait for confirmation, though it's difficult to get confirmation because I said earlier, military never admits its losses. Secondly, also Gitachew Reda is making some conflicting statements. It seems that he doesn't know what he's talking about. Getachew had pinned all his hopes on federal government. The federal government would support him. And yesterday, when Tigray interim government issued a statement, it was basically a call for support from federal government. Gita Reda, 48 hours ago, through a social media message, asked federal government, international government to intervene. But no one agreed to Getachew's suggestion. Federal government did not show any positive response. And today, Getachew said that he never called for intervention of federal government. He said federal government does not need any request from Tigray president or Tigray government to intervene in Tigray. It can intervene anytime. He said there is no regional council in Tigray, so regional council can submit a request to federal government for intervention. He said that his cabinet met, but cabinet never initiated a proposal for intervention of federal government in Tigray. So on the one hand, he's saying he never called for intervention of federal government in Tigray. Why? Because his call for intervention was not listened by federal government. And secondly, the Blessing Group is saying that those who are calling for intervention of external players are committing an act of treason. Getachew has realized that federal government won't intervene. That is why he's walking back. He is denying what he called for. Then he met with foreign diplomats. He briefed Ethiopian ambassador, US ambassador to Ethiopia, German, French ambassadors, EU representative, UK ambassador, all were there when Getachew briefed them yesterday. After that, a foreign embassy issued a joint statement. Several countries are part of the group which issued this statement: EU, US, UK, France, Italy, Denmark, Germany, etc. Several countries. They issued one statement. They're only saying that Pretoria Agreement should be protected. There must not be resumption of war in Tigray. There must not be resumption of violence in Tigray. Issue should be solved through dialogue. None of them has called for backing. None of them has supported Tigray interim government. None of them has said that dismantlement of Tigray interim government, the removal of Getachew amounts to violation of Pretoria. So Getachew's narrative is not selling. He's been saying that action on his government, on his office, will amount to withdrawal from Pretoria. But no one is buying Getachew's narrative. That is, we saw a joint statement by international players, foreign diplomats. None of them seems to be supporting Getachew. What matters for foreign diplomats is Pretoria. TPLF says that it is committed to Pretoria. Military said the same too. They say, yes, we respect Pretoria, we'll implement it, but we want to replace Getachew only. So Getachew's case is very weak. He has no support. His only support was expected to be from federal government. Federal government, it seems, has ditched Getachew Reda. Now he's frustrated. Meanwhile, it seems that this conflict, which has been ongoing in Tigray for several months, and it unfolded in its full intensity 3 days ago, it is going to end in Addis Ababa. What we have learned from the capital is that parties are negotiating there. Federal government is involved. Tigray military is involved. Getachew Reda has arrived in Addis Ababa. The Bratzian group is also in Addis Ababa. Talks are starting. Some say talks have started, others say talks will start in coming hours. But main decision will be made in Addis Ababa. Getachew interestingly asked PM Abiy to do something today. He said PM Abiy should do something. So he wants federal government to intervene. At the same time, he says no, he never called for intervention from federal government. Now, the Bratzian group knows that it cannot appoint a president. It needs the stamp of PM Abiy's office. PM Abiy's office wanted Getachew to be in place. Getachew has been removed now, it seems. It's very difficult for Getachew to be back in power in Mekelle. Mekelle is out of control of Getachew now. Mekelle being controlled by Tipe de Bratzian. Getachew won't be relative now in Mekelle. It means TPLF, the Bratzian, Tigray military will propose new names to PM Abiy's government to be appointed as Tigray president. What will PM Abiy's government do? Will it agree to new names? Will it insist on Getachew's return to Mekelle? Will it just back the continuation of this uncertain in Tigray? All that will be clear, hopefully, in coming hours or coming days. But it's good to see that at least they are talking, that federal government is talking. Federal government has not mobilized forces to enter Tigray. Getachew supporters, it was being feared they could take up arms, but we have not been able to confirm any large-scale mobilization of Getachew supporters against Tigray military. Overall, things gradually getting under control. but main decision will be made in Addis Ababa in coming hours or coming days. Let's see what happens there. Thanks for watching.